going to be a continuation on the course, POL126, which is about Nigeria and government. Okay, so we are going to be talking about the citizenship and the states. It's all about the citizenship and the state. And in our last class, we talked a lot about colonialism. All right, and in today's class, we talked about theocracy. In today's class, we'll be taking our bearing from the civilian rule. All right. With this being said, let's hop straight into it. So we have POL126, and we're taking our bearing from the civilian. All right. Here is a system of government. It's just it's the antonym. All right. It's the opposite. All right. The opposite of the military rule. All right. Here in the civilian rule, we have the affair of government with an elected representative. All right. Elected representative by the people, as against the military regime. All right. And basically, the civilian rule in Nigeria has gone through some rigorous time. All right. There are times whereby the system is made up of the government of Nigeria is by the elected representative, and there are times whereby the military takes over. All right. So, according to the material, more emphasis is laid on the truncation of civilian rule. All right, but we can't talk about the truncation of civilian rule if you have no idea about what the civilian rule is. All right, basically, it is what it is. So now, the civilian rule, according to what I said earlier, all right, is a rule, all right, or a system, all right, whereby we have an elected representative of the people, elected representative, all right, by the people in the aim or in the affair of government, all right, as against the military rule. Okay, now we have truncation of the civilian rule, all right, which is military dictatorship, all right, and for more than 30 years of its existence, an independent nation starting from January 1966 with the coup of Major Chukwuma Kaduna Nzegu. All right, the civilian rule, all right, truncated, all right, by the military dictatorship. By the military dictatorship, starting from January 1966, all right, starting from January 1966, all right, with the coup of Major Major Chukwuma Kaduna Nzegu, all right, Kaduna Nzegu, all right. This military dictatorship for more than 30 years. It existed for more than 30 years in Nigeria. All right. So we also have Buhari and Idi Agbon. All right. Buhari and Idi Buhari and Idi Agbon from 1983 to 1985. All right, all these military, all right, rule. Now we have Obasanjo 1976 to 1979. All right, Obasanjo 1976 to 1979. All right, that's for Obasanjo. And we also have all right, Miss Rejoice. Okay, so we also have Abubakar. All right, Abubakar 1998 to 1999. All right, Abubakar, and all right, and the execution of the transition program. All right, and the fulfillment of the successful execution of the transition program, handing over of power, transition, all right, program, transition, all right, transition program from that's June 1988 to 29th of May, June 1988, right, to May 29, May 1999, all right, 29 May 1999, all right, 12 years of wild goose chase of Babangida permanent, all right, put to an end. So we have that as that. Now we have, a lot of things went wrong, a lot of things were not properly done during this era, during this military rule. All right, this is a time whereby you don't get to talk much. If you talk, you all right, people in power will come after you. All right, and we had the news and the stories of Fela being the voice of the people, talking against the bad leadership. All right, military regime, military rule is a time whereby you don't get to oppose. It's what they say that counts. Unlike the administration, or unlike the civilian rule, whereby we have the press. All right, whereby we have people can protest. All right, you don't get to do that during the military regime or military rule. All right, so we have that as that. Now, after going all through all these things, a lot of things, psychological and emotional and economical um, negative effect on the citizen. So they need a reorientation of the Nigerian society was done. All right, from the authoritarian culture to embrace the norms and values of democracy. All right, so civilian rule now is more of a democracy. All right, so there has to be a reorientation. So let's talk about the reorientation program. All right, the reorientation program of the Nigerian society from from the military dictatorship and the military rule. All right, so we have reorientating Nigerian society. All right, Now, from authoritarian culture to embrace the norms and values of democracy, which can be achieved through massive education, all right, of the citizen. So the citizen has to be massively educated in order to embrace, all right, embrace the values and the norms of democracy. All right, massive education has to be done now through the media, all right, and civil society organization. Now this reorientation program and the massive conducting of massive education, all right, to help reorientate the Nigerian society, all right, is achieved through the media, the media, all right, the media and civil society. And my markers are just and civil societies. All right. Now the reorienting of the society, all right, must be at three levels: the family, the society, all right, and the state. All right, the family, the society, and the state. All right, this is done, this is achieved at three levels. All right, three levels. All right, and these three levels are: one, the family; two, the family, that's the first one, family, society, and okay, I think the family, society, and state. Okay, so these are the three levels in which the reorientation is organized. All right, the family has to be reoriented, so as well as the society, and so as well as the state. Now, when you talk about the family, the expectation is that as the first arena of contact, children inevitably should absorb democracy, norms, and values. All right. Now, when we say the family, this is the first contact of the society. All right. The value which can be implemented on parent, all right, can be implemented on children through the parent. All right. Now, if the parents are educated, all right, if the parents are educated about the reorientation program, all right, they will instill this knowledge on the children, and from there the children goes to the society, all right, with this mentality of reoriented Nigerian society. All right, so the first line of area, all right, the first area of contact is the children, all right, using the means of the family. All right, and we have the society. Nigerians need to build on its institutions. All right, now here we have, now let's just say the home. All right, then we have institutions, all right, which is the society, all right, and the states. All right, the practice of a federal system adheres to the provision of revenue allocation. All right, the executive should display more of openness and transparency. Now we are talking about government agencies. All right, we're talking about government agencies, all right, whereby the executive should be transparent. All right, one of the things that makes the military to take over the civilian system, democracy, is because if they feel that the way the government is handling the country is not good enough, all right, they will just take over. All right, so the state, they have a lot of role to play. All right, if everything is going the way it should go, military, there won't be coup. All right, there won't be coup, but it's because of the military deems it fit that this coup fit, because they are beginning to see or notice that there are a lot of abnormalities in the country. All right, so we have that as that. So we have what constitutes the society. Basically, the individual is essentially a member of the society. Now, society here is identified as the sum of social organizations which interact with the state boundaries as well as the state. All right, that's just a quick one on society. All right, the society, all right, about what constitutes the society. Definitely individuals constitute the society. All right, individual is essentially a member of the society. All right, and society here is identified by the sum total of social organizations, all right, which interact with the state. All right, sum total, all right, sum, all right, I said sum total, the sum of social, all right, sum of social organizations, all right, the sum of social organizations which interact with the state. With the state, which interact with the state. All right, states boundaries. All right, states which interact with the state. All right. Now we have that as that. Now let's take note of the following abbreviations very quickly. I think I need to use. Let me switch the other marker. All right. Let's take note of the following abbreviations. We have MEND. All right. MEND is referred to as the movement of for the emancipation. MEND, that's a movement for the movement for the all right, emancipation, all right, of Niger Delta, all right, that's MEND movement. Now we also have what we call MASOB, all right, and MASOB is the movement for sovereign state of Biafra. All right, let me just use another marker to put that down. MASOB, all right, movement for the sovereign state, movement for the sovereign, all right, state of Biafra. All right, permit me to write that here. Biafra. So we have that as that. So let's continue. Now permit me to erase the board so we can take more points. Now we have comparison between the state and society. All right, we have comparison between the state and the society. Now, the state is a legal construct acting under the constitutional terms. All right, state, all right, and society. All right, the comparison between the state and the society. All right, now the state here is a legal construct, all right, and it's acting under constitutional terms. All right, state all right, so we have legal construct, all right, legal construct acting under constitutional terms. Constitutional terms. That's the state. All right. Whereas the society acts on varieties of purposes. All right. Varieties. All right. Variety of purposes. All right. Now we also have the method by which the state obtains support is largely through legal coercion. All right, by declaring and enforcing law. All right, the state can declare and enforce law. All right, the society, on the other hand, relies largely on persuasion. All right, there is enforcement. All right, enforcement. All right, of the law. All right, I think I need to switch this marker. All right, while here we have persuasion. All right, here is persuasion, this is society. Here, enforcement of the law. All right, now organization and structure of now the state is generally organized as one, whereas the society, all right, as a multiplicity. All right, organized as one. All right, but here we have multiplicity of organization. Okay, so these are just a comparison between the state and the society. All right, now there's a legal action and social action. All right, law can make individual attend service. Social action, all right, but can it convert you into it? Now that's unnecessary, sorry about that. So we have this comparison between the state and the state and the society. Okay, so so I think on this note we're going to call it a wrap for today, and in our next class we should wrap it up with I think yes, in our next class we'll wrap it up. All right, we'll wrap it up with the course. We are very close to concluding the course. All right, so thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've been able to get a thing or two into this class. Let's do all to submit our notes and respond to, all right, the requirements of the classes so we can have everything going smoothly. I look forward to seeing you all in subsequent tutorials. Bye bye.